Labor saves them money.
So that's probably why all we got like all our customer service reps is from other countries and shit because they paying their ass cheap labor, the cheap how should I put it? Yeah, cheap labor. It's cheaper to pay them than American.
Mhm. It's like $12 to $14.
Yeah, I heard that a long time ago that the Philippines or something sold they shit for 20 million. It was something for cheap as hell. But I wonder why they did that though. They took them
Who?
people rights, man.
Well, they said that they bought it for 20 million because to give the Philippines their independence from Spain.
They did what?
You talking about when the U.S. bought the Philippines?
Yeah.
Yeah, they bought it to basically give the Philippines their independence from Spain.
Oh wow. I wish I could find that video, man, with that map, man. I don't know if that shit said 1601 or if it said um 1801.
Mhm.
I don't know what it said, but I know it was a good I know you I know you could cuz we talked about the upside down maps before.
Mhm.
And it was supposed to be something with the Louisiana something. I can't remember this shit.
The Louisiana.
The Louisiana Purchase. That's what
Oh,
I meant.
okay.
I was reading this damn coin over here, this constellation coin, this Nova constellation coin, and is say the year J783. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It'd be too many. It's too much shit that I got on my plate, far as the research that I can't even explain it. It's too much shit hitting, connecting, but I don't know if it connects or not because so I gotta go deeper into the fucking research because I don't. It's like I it's like I can explain it in my brain, but when I come to
Mhm.
try to say it, it's like you know what I'm saying. So I haven't done enough research to properly build on that topic. But I like to talk about it though.
Remember that African girl that was talking about the map was upside down? That the
Hold on,
now
let me
was the
turn
root.
your. I'm finna turn your mic up because I can barely hear you. Oh, it won't let me turn your mic up. Oh, let me reduce your back.
Yes.
No, I'm changing it. Say
Oh,
something now.
okay. Yeah, I can hear you now. It sounded like you was low.
Oh shit, you loud now. I just turned your mic up.
Yeah, because you was low too. I'm like, I was trying to cut my volume up. Like, I can't hear you really. Like,
Yeah,
you in the
your mic.
background.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell was going on.
I was like, wow, it sounds low.
Oh, hold on. I got your shit too loud. I had my regular volume down. Hold on. Say something now.
Hello.
Ah, yeah, you cool.
Okay, so you remember that African girl was talking about the maps was flipped upside down? That the now was the right direction.
Was that on Instagram?
Yeah, it was on Instagram.
Let me
Yeah.
try to go ahead. Go ahead. Finish explaining it.
And so she was just talking about how really our north is our south and our south is the north. And like it says North Pole, because where's the North Pole at? Like is it South Pole, North Pole? Like
Mm.
they're saying that really the south is the North Pole and the North Pole is the south.
And east is west and west is east. And that's what I'm saying. If in the first America, if in the first America they everything was that way, why not flip it everything around so we won't remember nothing because they trapped the souls here. That
Mhm.
I just oh man, that shit. When I say that shit, I don't know why I be getting this visual, this image in my brain. I can't. I don't know. I gotta find this map shit though. Go ahead, finish talking.
And maybe the reason why things don't sound right in the Bible because the maps are switched. So you're like, wait a minute. So the king of the West, like maybe things are switched around. So it's like these stories ain't adding up because the
Yeah,
directions are switched.
yeah. I'm going on my TikTok now. It might be on my TikTok. Cause
I
man,
want
when
to
I
see this
oh
map.
I
I
got
want to see the. You
I
got
got it.
it?
I found it.
Okay.
I
If
got
not,
it
you
all
have to
right.
go back in our.
Spark up now. I got the spark up now. I gotta share the screen. I gotta share the screen. What's up, Memphis? What's up, my boy? Peace. What's up, Genocide? Peace. That's what I'm saying. See, I done found this shit. We don't know nothing about this world, boy. The first America was flooded. In the first America, they say used to be called Tamari, the Tamaricans.
Oh
Now I'm
yes.
finna break it down because look, if they were saying when I saw that video of a pyramid being growing inside of a tree,
Mhm.
man, the first America is beneath us and it's starting to show itself. I'm telling you.
Oh, what if the flood came? When the flood came, it's and purposely pushed the other lands away, like Pangea. Remember, it was Pangea, but then the flood came and it kind of pushed the other lands away from like America.
Check this out. That's another theory too, though. I won't take that away from you. But check this theory out too. They say the Tower of Babel, it was destroyed because they was fighting back. So that's why I keep telling y'all all that Armageddon and it was a war in the heavens and all that. We was fighting their ass. We was fighting them. It don't make no sense for the gods to be fighting them in heavens and then imprison them here. That don't make no sense.
Well, Nimrod actually and then was trying to crack the dome. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to build up to be able to crack the dome,
Who was
and
the
they
Tower of
failed.
Babel?
Yeah, that's what it was about. It was cracking the dome open.
Mm-mm. I don't believe that.
They were
I don't believe
shooting arrows up there. It's in the
it.
books. They were shooting arrows up there, and they were trying to
Listen,
do what they do today,
listen.
like Hillary Clinton said.
They wasn't shooting the dome, G. They was shooting the fucking the entity which in that time was called Nana, which is the alien god who hovers across and cloak itself through the clouds and watches the whole world. They either use the spaceships and they use the moon. Now I don't know where the moon came from. I don't know how it got into our atmosphere. I've been doing hella research and looking in these old ass books. I have not seen no moon. The only thing is
Who's
being referenced.
Nana?
Nana
Never cut you
is
out.
Nana is the ancient deity who basically is the leader of the fallen ones. In that time, the name was Nana. What do you call your granny? You see what I'm saying? And they use that same shit when you die, allegedly, when you die, they will bring your nana or your grandma or somebody familiar. They will come in that form and to remind you of what you did or whatever it is to come back and whatever it is that you did on this planet, they will try to use that against you to make you come back. We cannot come back here. I don't know what I'm so confused on the dome shit. The more and more I read different stories, the more and more I get fucked up in the head about the dome because why is there a dome here? Was there a dome before? Because if it wasn't, that's explains if you go look up the devil's what's that tree called? That mountain, Devil's Peak or Devil's Mountain or whatever. That was a fucking tree. So if you I'm not understanding how those things was chopped down. And remember, we was saying like back then when we was reading the book of Enoch, they was talking about like the angels came down, chopped the trees and all that shit.
Yeah.
What if that's what I'm saying? What if it was the fallen ones who came and did that?
No, but it wasn't the fallen ones that did it. It was actually the holy angels that did it. Because if you eat from them tree, you'll live forever.
Why would our creator allow them to come here and destroy our whole world and let us live like this? Something happened, G. Something happened to where they flooded this bitch and they know that the humans will not fuck with them. So they had to gene splice, clone, make carbon copies of these bodies and shit. And in what's the when they used to do the UFOs? The UFO, they only abduct white people. They would tell you that the wild man or the Neanderthal was attracted to the white woman or the lighter skinned woman. That's how they was had babies over time. You have a baby by this. If this nigga is hairy and this woman is not, and he have a baby by her, over time, the hair will deplete. You see what I'm saying? The genes are taking over. So this whole shit, they didn't came down here fucking with us and fucked the whole shit up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that we fought back. That's why he promised not to flood it. He gonna burn this motherfucker. The God of the Bible is not the real God of the world of the whole shits. My opinion. Tell me something different.
They're spending trillions of dollars just to crack the dome, but it's not working. They only putting chips in it.
Right. Look what Memphis said, right? So that goes back. Look, that goes back to what I'm saying. When he said, when Alan right here, Alan said the dome was created to house the Nephilims, right? So that's what I'm telling you. During the war, they was when we was fighting back, I believe that our ancestors got the fuck up out of here and trapped they ass here with the dome. And whatever humans was left, maybe our bloodline was left here. I don't know. Maybe they working on trying to get us up out this motherfucker without destroying all of us. I don't know.
If that dome opens, we're done because it's
That dome
actually
open, we're
this
done.
water's above.
We're done. We're fucking done. That dome open, we're done. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it.
The
Fuck
only thing will save us is a supernova
Mm.
because
But
that's the only thing that can swallow up anything.
that's what I was gonna say. Swallow up the waters,
Yeah,
man. Nothing
that's what's
can
gonna happen. That's
listen
what's
though.
gonna happen.
Nothing. No, you have to have control of those molecules in order to harness water and control water. You cannot defeat water. That entity.
Mm-mm.
Look at the ocean. It don't punch. It don't swing or nothing. You take your ass deep down in that ocean long enough, you're gonna implode. That's why you need submarines and shit to go deep down. This shit is not what we think it is, man. The more and more of these weird ass books and shit I be reading, it be fucking my mind up because I'm telling you, man, you start seeing this shit like, man, this world ain't what you think. Then you start looking around like, look at all these weird ass people doing all this evil ass shit. People that like to indulge in evil and always say they murk some or murder some or death. Everything is surrounded by death and low vibrational shit. They trying to get us on that wave. And that's not us. I be thinking some of the people that act like that, like they got like they a seed of that shit. They come from that. They got bloodlines in that shit, and we don't know it. Cause why is you chopping people head off? Why is you getting in a car and just going to murder innocent people coming out the grocery stores? And then you telling me it's a guy sitting in the back watching that shit, gang? Man, no, man. No fucking no. Something happened. In the first Americas before they flooded this bitch, something happened and they hid that shit. They came, they tried to do all this gene splicing with us. We wasn't fucking with it. We fought their ass back. They flooded this bitch. When they flooded it, they used the 13 bloodlines, the 13 families to take this bitch over this time because they know
Yeah,
humans not going to let a fucking reptile looking something control us. But if they was more human, like we might will accept them. You get what I'm saying? So if they're fourth dimensional beings, that means they can what you call it? They can shapeshift.
Mm-hmm.
Where you think all that it's morphing time and all that changing and shit and transforming. Get that shit from the fallen ones. They come from the 4D, fourth dimension. You can fucking trans and change shit. You can do that shit. But if you saw that here, you will lose your fucking mind because that don't exist in this paradigm. Now you can see it on TV or you can make a mechanical thing look cool, but to actually see a motherfucker shape shift into a whole different being and they are motherfucking like, what, man? I'll pass out, man. I'm out of there. Quick
And they
as hell.
probably stealing people. They got a video out where this young girl was studied by, like, I guess, like these researchers for UFOs, and she was talking about how they was trying to take her skin off, like off her face, but for some reason she started fighting back. It was some reptilian things looking like the goblin. And it was trying to instruct something in her skin where it freezes it, and they was gonna take her skin off. I think they probably are taking people's skin to cover their reptilian body.
Oh shit! So you said they had something to where it touched the skin and then it freezes the whole. Basically, it freezes the inner of you, and they
You know,
could
like the
just
muscles.
they could just rip.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
But you know what's so crazy? They want to be us so bad, and you gotta ask yourself why. Cause we raw as hell. We are the original creation. We're not female and male. We're man and woman, child. That's what we are. We're not male and female.
It's
Like
dark
that's
matter. We're made out of dark matter.
what I'm saying, man. You can't copy this.
It's dark matter, and they're trying to find out what dark matter is. They
Can't.
can't figure it out.
They won't ever. They won't ever be able to. And you know what they will do? Try to use a human, a natural, original person, use their smarts, give them a science building and all this shit to try to
Yeah, crack
to
the
try
code.
to crack the fucking code. While you think
Yeah.
you doing stuff for the world and making computers and shit the whole time, they reading your DNA, seeing how fast you can learn something and copying your shit. You don't know, extracting blood. Like today we had a blood drive at work. I'm telling motherfuckers, like, what do they want our blood for? And then it said urgent. It's like urgent blood drive. Like they had that shit on every corner of the hospital.
Oh, I know why. Because all the people who took the vax, they can't do the blood drive. The only people who didn't. So they trying to get people who haven't took it.
You won't get me. If they like I don't.
That's why.
Go ahead. I got to pee real quick.
Yeah, so that's one of the reason why they're doing it. And plus, like, this is not a part of the topic, but anybody who has like a high blood pressure, that actually donating blood helps to lower it. But that's besides the point. But yeah, that's what they're doing it for, because they can't use their blood because it's tainted. So that's why. That's the reason why. But yeah, it's just crazy that all this truth coming out about, like, how these mountains were petrified by the sap that was in the trees. So the sap in the trees mixed with water for some reason and made it harden and like mountains, and it became like mountains. And then people say, "Oh, it corroded." No, that's trees. That's actually trees that sap has hardened. So it became like mountains, and then the giants got petrified too, and that's why they look like, you got like some that look like there's a statue, but it's not. Like it's a mountain, but it's a statue. Like, yeah, some of them are trapped in the mountains. They couldn't get them out. They only got the ones that was underneath the ground. And the
Yeah,
Smithsonian family dug them out to
I
hide cover it up.
right, and I believe that, you know, I seen in the bottom of the ocean they had a bunch of black people in a circle standing with their hands like this. It was like they knew something happened. But that's a petrification process. Nobody can be standing like that and you're drowning. Like, no, they freeze flash this motherfucker. I'm telling you, it was an experiment I seen on YouTube, and I cannot find that motherfucker. And I've been digging. I don't know how I came. I was looking when I first got into the Titans. I was looking at petrifications and petrification process. They show how that shit happens. You get water, sand, and no, you get sand and something, whatever you got at the top, it will be petrified with enough of the vibrations of the earth. So that's why I said they hit the tectonic plates. They made this bitch earthquake vibrate, and they did something, and that bitch flash froze, and it whatever was at the top, that motherfucker, it was just stuck. You feel me?
Medusa.
Thank you. I thought I was crazy. Where they get that figure from? Where they get that figure from? Where do they get this shit from? Petrified. How the fuck could you be petrified? That means you were so scared you froze to death. That's what petrified means. That's why they're like, boy, I was petrified. That's because your ass just stood there like you couldn't move. Like nowadays we call it shock. Oh, he was in shock. No, that motherfucker was petrified. He couldn't move. That boy stuck. Whatever energy or whatever that the people seen back in the day was so powerful, it petrified their ass. This man, these motherfucking aliens, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Something happened. I feel like our ancestors was fighting back. They got the fuck up out of here. And once they got up out of here, the reptilians created the fucking moon base to trap souls. So when the souls die, they get reincarnated back here because they can't go nowhere. They are trapped here. And without us, they won't feel like gods. They won't be worshipped. Nobody will be going to the store buying shit. We won't fuck with their systems. This shit is rigged. We got to get the fuck up out of here or take our shit back over. That's the only way. And the only way to beat this system, we just got to stop. Everybody just got to stop. That's why all this shit coming out now. Once them celebrities stop sacrificing to them reptilians and all that shit, they gonna show themselves. They gonna show themselves. The world waking up. The church is getting old. People don't even go to church no more. They starting to say, oh, I got a relationship with God. Because that's the first step to saying this shit I ain't feeling this shit no more. You know?
Yeah. So, yeah, because that's why it's prison planet. Humans are prisoners in this planet. And the ones that keep going on with their agendas and allowing agendas to go on in separations, that are part of the problem. When they find out that basically
we ain't even do nothing, gang. We ain't even do shit. We caught in the middle of some shit. We ain't even got we don't got nothing to do with this shit. Motherfucker was a baby and then grew up like, oh, this the world? What the fuck going on? And now,
yeah, but I'm saying you got to come out and say, okay, these people are enslaving us, and you are enslaved. People don't understand you're working for pennies now today. Like $18 is not what $18 was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Like $18 is like $12 back in the day. Like it's nothing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I understand.
The Anunnaki got everybody under this trap.
Exactly, and the Anunnaki is some niggas. Y'all gonna get on. I'm telling you, when them motherfuckers come off that UFO and Billy Carson, like,
yep.
Well, the UFO, you're gonna see some black people. Like they just gonna be like, my niggas. No. Them is the evil motherfuckers. Just like if you look at an African, put myself next to an African, I look nothing like them. my skin tone, my forehead, all of this shit. They got that Arab accent. We're not African. We from the Americas. That's why your ass is here. That's why you was born in Americas. Your ass is from American. That's your bloodline. That shit is here.
You know, in Europe, like in Britain, they actually have like a picture of like Satan, and he looks black. Well, they won't show that here in the U.S. Like they won't show the true images because we were like, you know, black people would be like, "Oh no, he can't be black." Yeah, but there's different species of black. Like not everybody got the same bloodline. These are a
Exactly.
different bloodline.
So, like I say, the so-called devil that's black, it is black, but that's why they called us devils for years.
Yeah.
If you give it to an
Mm-hmm.
adolescent mind, you're just gonna see black skin, and then you're gonna reference it with those black people because that's what we call ourselves. On top of that, they have created a balance in the universe to where if they keep killing us, it's going to come back on them. Just with the Ike Turner shit and all that. Nat Turner, the Nat Turner movement and shit. They don't want to recreate that. So what they had to do, they had to merge together and create societies in different genres and stuff for us to indulge in, so we can start harming ourselves. Why the fuck would you in Chicago, G? Why the fuck would y'all stop the train, G? This train been sitting there for days. Fuck is y'all stopping this train for, gang? What you think these broke ass people gonna do? They gonna go on the train and say, damn, it's a crate full of guns on this bitch. So what you think is going to happen, G? They're gonna take the guns
Mm-hmm.
and sell them within the communities because people need money to survive. Not only knowing that the fucking guns is what's killing the people in the future. All those guns got a body. All of them, gang. So it's like that shit crazy, Joe. These
Yeah.
people are fucking evil, man. They destroyed the first world and came back and let the 13 bloodlines take this bitch over because humans will accept them before we will accept a fucking reptile or alien or a fucking minotaur or any of that weird shit. We will accept somebody that look more so like us. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a picture of them.
Mm-hmm.
I got a picture of them fighting the sun. Why are you fighting the sun? I don't get it.
It's not a sun, it's a UFO. They remember what Home Dude said in the video that people kept thinking that was a star or something like that, but it's actually a UFO because other coins were showing UFO in the sky.
Yeah, like when you see them ones bright in the sky, they be talking about some
Mm-hmm.
it's a constellation whole time. It's a fucking UFO just hovering out there.
Yeah. 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 That's what they're doing right now. People, if you look to the west at 5 a.m., you'll see like a real bright, look like a bright star. That's not a bright star. That's a UFO. These fallen angels about to come here. In 2024, we about to get the whole awakening when they come down here. Like y'all need to go see that show called Colony, Colony, not The Colony, but they have a television series that was on Fox called The Colony, and it shows these actual um, these actual aliens coming and taking over America. And they set down walls, like pre-made walls, and they divided Los Angeles because the show was based off of Los Angeles, and they divided like Santa Monica was for the rich, downtown LA was for the poor. Like they separated, and you couldn't go in these walls unless you was official or you was cleared. So they telling you what they're about to do, and what they did. You can have no religion, you can have no books, and you can have no paintings in the show. If you was caught with it, you'll be arrested and penalized for it, and you might not show back up again. So this is in the show. They're telling you what's going to happen in the future of America. This is going to become the Hunger Games, the third world country.
You know why it's gonna happen? Because people watching them movies ain't doing what me and you doing, talking about it, trying to figure out what's going on in the world. They not doing that. They gon' watch the movie and go home with an entertainment mind. Like they was entertained. They listening with an entertaining ear and watching with an entertainment eye instead of listening with a logical eye.
Yeah.
Really a researchable eye and a researchable ear to compare this shit to what's going on into your reality. This is why they keep shaping our reality, because we're watching these movies, putting them in our subconscious, downloading them, and ain't no telling what the fuck they doing on the back end of extracting the shit. Because as long as they keep us, as long as they keep us in a low vibration, if they keep us in a low vibration, they will win because they feed off negative energy, because they are negative entities. We are balanced beings. We have the choice to indulge in positive or negative. That's why we have to feed the lower self a little bit. You go have you a little drink or something. It's from being in this corporal human body. So you have to create too much light, you'll go blind. Too much darkness, you can't see. So you have to remain in between. You have to have the balance and understanding of what light and what dark is. These motherfuckers don't want to have the balance. They just want to be dark beings and just do what the fuck they want to do. Have no respect for other intellectual properties. Don't have no respect for other nature properties. You just want to do what the fuck you want to do. I'm just a Bogart. I'm coming through this bitch. We the gods. Like, so we the god. That's it.
And that's what I think that's what they're doing. They getting ready to pre-mate these walls to cover up these cities, and we're gonna be like, what's that coming down from the sky? And it's gonna be just locked down. Boom! We're like, what is this, a wall? They're gonna shut everything down. They're gonna make an event where people stay in their house, bring down these walls, and lock people in these cities. And I'm telling you, watch where all the rich people flock to the cities. Watch, they're gonna have walls around them. Malibu, Irvine, Orange County, they're gonna have all these walls locked in. All these nice areas in your city, locked in walls, and it's number. The rich people gonna be protected. Everybody else, those middle class people who have these little cute homes, gonna be the new ghettos.
And you know why that shit gonna happen? Because people gonna let it happen.
Yep.
Why is gonna let it happen? Because
Obey.
like I ain't gonna say stupid motherfuckers. I'm gonna just say um small, feeble-minded individuals who join the military and don't understand what they're joining. For what purpose would you think that you are fighting a war and people still getting up going to work every day? They fly y'all over to somebody else's country and y'all killing people. And then y'all coming back over here getting awards for it, dealing with PTSD and other type of shit. You will kill for the dollar. You didn't kill in the name of America and fighting for your country, because America is not under attack. Why in the fuck is y'all over there doing that? Because you are on a piece of paper and signed a contract to go fight for your country. How you fighting for a country that motherfucker still generating money? I don't get it. This shit is all, bro, listen, we're not designed for this. Why do you have a gun to kill another human being? For what? This system has created this system has created some of the most inhumane people. Let me tell you what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna say it and then I'm gonna play the video. It's so fucking disgusting. I can't even say the video. I'm gonna just play the video.
Okay.
This shit is disgusting. The girls, I'm gonna say it. The girl said a guy paid her, a guy and his wife paid her to have sex with them and do some tricks or something. So what the guy did was the guy would come in an ice tray. The wife will pee in the ice tray and they'll freeze it. They asked the girl to come over. They put the ice cubes in her booty, and he had sex with her and her booty until the ice cubes melted.
Mm-hmm.
And this bitch said she'll do it again. That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
This is some of the most people will do anything, man. Look at this shit.
Bunch into ice cube trays, and then she peed into some ice cube trays, and then they froze those, and they shoved the pee and ice cubes into my, and he like fucked me until they like melted, and then she had to slurp them up out of my.
And swallowed them?
Yep.
Oh my God! You did that?
Yeah.
Someone ordered that?
Yep.
That's very generous.
Why are you making that? Is it the pee part?
I pictured yellow, and then
I would do it again. Would you fuck ice cubes out of my?
yeah.
She had her husband bunch into ice cube trays, and then she peed into some ice cube trays, and then they froze those, and they shoved the pee and ice cubes into my, and he like fucked me until they like melted, and then she had to slurp them up out of my.
And swallowed them?
Yep.
Oh my God! You did that?
Yeah.
Someone ordered that?
Yep.
That's
You can't tell me what the fuck
Wow.
what the fuck kind of world is this?
Like the Twilight Zone.
Back in the day, niggas never talked about eating no girl ass, like ever. That even wasn't even a conversation. I don't even remember saying niggas saying, "Oh, I'm eating boot." That never was a thing. Ever.
And then it said a girl did that. The same girl that peed in the tray ended up sucking it out of her butt.
Listen, the dude nutted in the trays. The wife peed in the trays.
Wow.
They froze them. Then when she came over, they put it in her butt, fucked her until the ice cubes melted out of her butt. And once they did, the wife slurped this shit up out of her butt. The pee. Oh my God.
And she must be getting, it gotta be somebody filthy rich to do that, because I know she ain't doing that for no chump change. There ain't no way.
You can't tell me that ain't bestiality. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are y'all doing?
That's wild right there.
I mean, what the fuck is going on, man? And I saw a video today. Like, you gotta be careful in this world, man. Man, I saw a video today, man. Fucked me up. The dude come home and get his test because I guess he wasn't feeling good or something. He go get a test, came back. That motherfucker got HIV. This bitch trying to lie about it. Crazy. Motherfuckers, man. You got to be careful out here, man. You have to be careful. I don't know what video it's on. I don't think I saved it. I'll try to find it in a second. But let me go back to that one, because you know
that's wild right there.
That's what I'm saying.
They do a lot of stuff. I heard that some people be talking about letting their paws that on 4 legs be messing with you. We got some wild stuff out here.
The
4-legged paw to mess with you. Couples be having somebody come in there doing that.
With a dog?
Bestiality. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is insane. Oh, that stinks. All of that shit stinks. Ugh. But check this out.
Get these gems.
Like, the energy in here is just not right. So I want you to focus on one key thing. This is the ground plans of the Louisiana Purchase Explosion, St. Louis, Missouri, 1904. Keyword 1904. Now, first look at that. You see how the south is up north, and the north is down south, and the west is east, and the east is west. So
you still there? Somebody gets freezing.
Already, they didn't flip the compass.
What?
So now everybody's direction is off whenever they're looking for something, particularly, or whenever they're trying to see where something is or what something.
Wait, you said it's what?
No, I just said it was freezing for a second. Go ahead.
Oh, hey, look though. That's why I'm saying, motherfuckers, the world, the map upside down, G. Like they even said Chicago used to be called Chilago.
Why?
Like
Why was it called that?
I don't know, gang. I'm finding all this shit out. They were saying Rome used to be in America. They moved that shit to Europe. Like it, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. But you got to think when this bitch was flooded, you don't know what was going on. You don't know if UFOs was just grabbing shit, moving shit. You don't know. Wasn't nobody. This bitch was flooded.
That's why they
So
cover up the Grand Canyon. They said they found a lot of pyramids, Egyptian pyramids in the Grand Canyon. It's a big cover up.
check it out though.
Something is so key word that I want people to see, yeah, because north ain't south and south ain't north and east ain't west and west ain't east. Little do people know, so they kind of got your brains a little going. Now, I want you to notice there were a lot of things that were over here. Ground plans, it says 1904, right? So Morocco wasn't even founded till 1952. So what is this? You sure this ain't the ancient Jerusalem and ancient Morocco right over here next to Illinois? California was right over here, Temple Inn, you see Japan, right? You see a bunch of little hold on, you see Great Britain. Yes, this is on this land. You see Sweden, you see Cuba, you see China, you see Belgium, yep, Austria. All of these places were over here. All of these places, Italy, all of these places were over here, right on this land specifically, right? And this little thing that you see right here,
What
this little thing
happened?
that you see right here, you see how they got a sky view?
Ain't nothing happened.
Oh, you paused it?
I just paused it right now. Why you say what happened?
Oh, because I just see your screen going back and forth. That's why. They messing with your live. I don't know.
Oh, my shit working decent. Hold on.
This is a sky view. This is this that I was just showing you. This is what this looked like from an east to west view. This is what that looked like, baby. When they got over here, that's what they saw, baby. They know what they saw, baby. Greatness. Come on, Morris, stand up. They know what they saw, baby. Greatness. You think we ain't had this whole land on lock? Come on, man. Come on, man. Slaves ain't built no White House. We did. We built all this. Morris did, baby. Ancient Morocco. Now, I'm going to go back to this because remember, if the new Morocco was founded in 1952, then there must have been the people that purchased this land and took the Jerusalem from over here and threw it over there. They took Morocco from over here and threw it over there because we can find letters from George Washington writing to the Sultan of Morocco. So if the Morocco that's established over there in 1952, if that was just established, then this must have been the Morocco he was writing to. That's why they got Cahokia, Illinois, and you also got a Cahokia in what? Exactly, or Cairo, shall I say. You got a Cairo, Illinois, and they say the Cahokia mounds. We got a lot of mounds over here. We were mound builders. They didn't want to call us pyramid builders. They called us mound builders. Let's keep that in mind. You see, we got Tennessee over here, Idaho, fraternity. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. Virginia, Georgia. Come on, man. Like it never stops. You see, Missouri was way up here. So we in Missouri. I'm in Missouri right now, but how Missouri way up here? How is this a map of the land that I'm on right now? But Missouri is just this little teeny place next to Louisiana and Wisconsin and Ohio, New York. Why is New York all the way over here? How is New York all the way over here? Ohio, New York, Massachusetts, Minnesota. So clearly we had these places. North Jerusalem. For those who claim they're Israelites but don't even know where Israel is, this is Jerusalem, the holy city, buddy. Sorry, you got Iowa, you got Mississippi, and mind you, if you're wondering why it looks so confusing, you should be. They flipped your whole world upside down. So you see south is north, north is south, east is west, west is east. So you have to learn a whole new form of directions. And remember, that right there, if you're wondering where that compass comes from, I'll show you. The compass that you see, if you know nothing about the quote unquote Mayan calendar, they do. It's right there. See? Make windows out of it, make all kinds of signs out of it. Let's keep that in mind. So that's where your compass comes from. This is how we knew how to navigate, right? Seeing that quote unquote what they call Mayan calendar, what we call it the moral compass and mental magic. Of course, because we do not go by anybody else's names. Yeah, they said that we would never rise again. So hey, I just wanted to show y'all one more time so you can see just how deep this was and how good this particular land itself is. Instead of going everywhere else and looking everywhere else, remember the west is east, the east is west. The north is south, the south is north. So they just kind of had it all flipped up. They kept the symbol the same, but they put the N up here, S down here. W over here, east over there. So now you think this is the west, we think that's the east. But really everything just kind of been what? Flipped, right? So like I said, this is in 1904, just so you can see the dates, you're not joking, that's in 1904. Now, if the new Morocco was established in 1925, March 2nd, I think, no, 1952, March 2nd, then who is that? Who is that little? You see they got the little pyramids within there. Who is that specifically? See Jerusalem, who is that? You see a lot of these different, they say Mexican restaurant, who is that? Who and exactly what was that? You see India, you see Guatemala, you see Puerto Rico. Long before it was divided and separated into corporations and just made corporate states and corporate nations more. So going back to the actual natural nations, you see Cuba, once again up in there, you see Italy. So when you see them talking about us basically running up in this or running up in that and doing that, no, we were basically right over here, buddy. See Annex, see the Philippines, right over here. All this is over here. The Philippine exhibition. You're seeing the top sky view, right? With the information right on the inside of it. Just letting y'all get a little. And you see Arrowhead Lake, right? Arrowhead Lake. You know we got Arrowhead
That's California.
Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Keep that in mind. I don't know if they got
It's in Kansas City, Missouri.
They have an Arrowhead water out here by the company Nestle in California.
So that's what I'm saying. It's shit like that. Like, we don't know shit.
We wasn't even living in teepees and huts either. They just lied about that too. We was living in temples and castles and stuff over here. That's what the Tartarians was building. But they destroyed a lot of them. That's what that video was saying about Monty Moose. He was breaking that down about the buildings that was here that they were destroyed. Only a little bit's left in like San Francisco or something like that.
But look though, when they make a compass, if you know the magnet gonna automatically point so-called north, but it's really south, all you gotta do is put the paper and twist the bitch around and put the north on top of the south, and everybody, and just make a bunch of them like that so people could just grab them and see that the red thing is pointing toward the end, but it's really just flip the fucking paper around like this. Remember I said they teaching us this shit backwards, like, and if you start going backwards so much, you will start thinking that's forward. You know what I'm saying? It's on
TikTok. You know that African girl? Look up the map is upside down. You'll find her on there. Okay, not to cut you off.
Damn, even David Banner said it.
If you study the right knowledge, in actuality, the map of the earth is actually turned upside down. So the south is actually north. And people don't know that. Look up Google the real map or the real world map. It's going to freak you the fuck out. These white folks are so fucking racist that they put themselves over Africa to always, not just that, to always make you feel like they're above you. Racism is so fucking deep. That's why the Nile River, they said it flows south, it actually flows north. And if you really look at the pyramids in Africa, the pyramids, the development of pyramids actually came from the south. The pyramids were lower and lower, and they were perfecting them as they moved what people consider is the north, right? So in actuality, the information as it pertains to the pyramids actually came from South Africa. And they developed them more as it went so-called north, but that was actually down. So we actually up. I don't like motherfuckers saying down south. I don't like to say third coast. I say we up south, motherfucker.
There you go.
We ain't last. We cleaned in a bitch.
There you go.
You just fucking me up. I don't know where the fuck I'm from no more than nothing. Yes, you do. I'm from New York. Mississippi. Hold your fucking balls, Bobby. How you let this Staten Island nigga come in here and eat my food, son? How you let this nigga come in here and eat my food, B? I knew it was fucking cold as fuck this winter. Nigga is busting my balls.
That's insane. That's what I'm saying. This ain't 2024. This 1024 or 1023.
1023.
He is on this bitch to hide to America, to hide the first America.
And they don't want to let you know this is during the Noah's flood here. No, this is Atlantis.
What if
back
the
in the
Reds?
day?
So like, I don't know, man. The first America is crazy.
Yes, this is our map, but what if I told you it's not technically correct? This is the Mercator projection, but schools are actually shifting to Peter's projection. It's more accurate with how big the continents are. Like Africa and South America are much.
I don't like the way she's talking.
You gotta keep going down. I'll show you this girl right there. Her.
So
She's the one that tells the truth.
Upside down, and it might seem like a small issue, but it is not. This is how our ancestors used to view the map. And this is how the white man's education has taught us to view the map.
Wait,
now, and this is how to view the map.
So the north, south. Wait,
We're
what?
actually the east.
Wait, hold on.
This is what the Africans was taught.
This is how our ancestors used to view the map. And this is how the white man.
What the fuck changed?
It's turned around. Look at it closely.
Oh, the map changed, not the N and the S and shit.
No, just the map change.
Oh shit. Why the fuck would they do that?
Education has taught us to view the map. Now, why? So in the last video, I taught you guys about as above, so below, darkness and cold, light, the sun lives, the sun dies. So according to African ancestors, this was the true north, while this was south. Also, according to African ancestors, the year was the same as the day and was the same as the body. Now let's compare the year to the day. When you look at the clock correctly with the true north in the correct position and the true south in the correct position, March 21st, saa tatu asubuhi, saa deko kinyi. June 21st, saa sita mchana, saa uchiel odiochieng. White people call it 12 noon. September 21st, saa ochiko, saa tisa. White people will call it 3 p.m. December 21st, saa kumi na mbili asubuhi. In African languages. However, due to politics, racism, and white supremacy, they decided to do this to the map and also to time, so much that north to appear this side and south to appear this side, so that this is the above and this is the below. While according to Africans, this was the above, this is the true above, the true north, and this is the true below. So our psychology has been turned upside down, because when you interfere with the rhythm of the universe, you interfere with the human psyche.
So
You have to watch that you gotta watch that a couple of times because she goes deep. You gotta watch that a couple of times.
But see, that goes into the frequency thing with the moon and shit. Like, did they change the frequency? Because like they said, changing the history or reversing it will also fuck with the human psyche. So by you thinking this one way, you're gonna think that that's the right way, like going backwards or upside down. Like when Eddie Griffith said, "What if up is down and down is up?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they didn't taught us this shit the wrong way, because we thinking it's the right way, but it's the wrong way. and trying to change it may feel awkward and weird, and we might think that's the wrong way because we so accustomed to this. This shit is all fucked up. That's what I'm saying. You got to start asking yourself, like, what type of people are we for these motherfuckers to just go to this extent? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Because if you can flip the map, you can change the story. Because remember, a lot of books. I'm gonna say it once again. If you flip the map, you can change the story. So people want to know who's who, where's what, and so that's how they did it. And then they changed times by, like you said, adding on 1,000 years. So people think an I is really one when it's not. It's actually just I 109. So they thinking like 1,109 when it's actually 109. So that's how they confuse people. And say Roman numerals. Oh, this is Roman numerals. No, motherfucker, you just added on 1,000 years.
Yeah.
So that's what they did. They added on 1,000 years. So were we at 1023?
Yeah, we at 1020. I'm trying to find that one where he said that we battle the
Chicago
alien,
one?
or the alien in year one. It was that coin with year one on it.
I think it was the second video that he talked about the coin.
I think it said man versus alien or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
America versus aliens and bloodline. I think it was this one. 1,000 years has been added.
What's good, family? They added 1,000 years to the calendar. So let's look at year one. Check out this coin. Let's look at the date before we go into the image on the coin. The date on the coin says I/01, Isis, year one. I know this is hard to accept, family, so let's look at the almanac. It reads, for the year of our Lord, there's an I with a period, Isis 791 or Isis 79. The date that's on the coin say I/01 or Isis year one. Check out the image on the coin. It tells what happened in year one or what caused time to start over. If you notice, the object that looks like a sun is attacking a shield or reflector. Look below the dome shield. It looks like it's protecting a city from the entity in the sky. So when you're
right there. So that's not a sun, that's a UFO. Is what you telling me. But that motherfucker look like, you see them craters, that shit look like the moon. That's why I was telling people, like, did we attack the moon or something? Did we attack that motherfucker in the first America? And then they tried to lie and say, oh, we went to the moon and one step for man, one leap for mankind, all that weird goofy shit. Trying to make us be one with the moon and all this other shit, knowing that this motherfucker is what we went to war with, because we don't understand what's going on, because we the new race coming in. We read stories, gotta just come up with imagination and all this. Like, our ancestors was there. What's all this shit in the air right there? That's rockets, that shit blowing up. That's back in the day, that's how they drew the shit. So that's how I'm thinking. What else could that be? You can't hit the sun, G. You feel me? Like, what is we talking about? This shit is shit hitting us. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I tweaking? Go to that moment.
in year one, War of the Worlds took place on this planet. Family, this is what the war looked like in year 1. If you look closely at the picture, the cylinder saucers are attacking the sun god being over the city. I want you to look at this part really sharp. To the bottom left, there are 2 towers. I want you to remember the shape of those towers and the entity over the city. You see, family, the towers, the entity over the city that fought the world in year 1. Our world leaders has sworn an oath to this entity and has hidden its identity using symbols like triangles and the glowing sun over the towering city. The Bible say, in the name of our Father, but the name is never said. Is this the name of the Father in the clouds in the heaven over the tower city? Is it possible the God in the Bible arrived on a spaceship in year 1? Family, do you think this entity has an army attacking the world today? Friend up, what truly caused the world to flood?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. Fucking crazy. You there, Beauty?
Yeah, I'm here. I just had to step to the side for a second.
Oh, you good?
Yeah, so
Go ahead.
basically they was the movie, remember the movie Battle of LA? It tells you about that. Like, have you seen where it shows like the UFOs came down and battled with humankind? It was a movie. Yeah, somebody was telling me that it was a true story, but they try to cover it up until now.
Man, what is this shit, man? That's what I'm saying. It's like it be too many like symbols and signs. Like me catching up to this shit because I've always seen J783 and I just never really fucked with it. You know what I'm saying? But somebody else took the time to do that, and that's a piece of the puzzle that I've been missing. Now I could kind of connect the dots a little bit better. You can't say
Yeah.
89 is the year 1789 because in Roman numerals, an I is only considered a number when it's next to other Roman numerals. Those are not other Roman numerals. So after they flooded this bitch, they added 1,000 years on it, so we would not figure out what's going on. That's why they say, oh, 20,000, 40,000 years and billions of years. Get the fuck
Yeah.
out. Shit
This
just
Earth is too young. It's too young. The Earth is too young.
This shit just happened. 2,000s and 18,000s and billions and gillions. Get the fuck.
Billions of years ago.
Just happened, G.
This Earth is way too young. It's not even aged yet.
Come on, man. That's why I'm saying they got all this shit. These motherfuckers are smart. They using high level, next level dimension technology. But I think the shit ain't really high level because once we figure it out, it will be no use. That's why they only give us small spurts of the shit, little pieces and little shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why that verse say, "We do not wrestle against flesh and blood." You understand me? We're not supposed to be wrestling against each other. You got a gun that's supposed to be for one of them weird ass alien entities coming out here. Ain't for no motherfucking human.
Yeah, they're gonna come down and say, "We your savior," and they're gonna start healing people, and people gonna be like, "Wow, they are gods." They did the same shit in the Old Testament. It's gonna be the whole. There's nothing new under the sun.
It's gonna come when the world need the help. When the world needs
Yep.
it. It's a big ass overplay for the underlay. And that's why I tell people this knowledge shit, yes, I agree with you. It is fucking boring. Reading shit, listening to videos, trying to get the information so that shit is boring. But once you get it and you calculate it up and you have a conversation and dialect on it, it's like a mental orgasm. And you set up receptors in your mind, just like if you at the gym and you practicing hitting that right hook and ducking and hitting that side step, bam. You practice these moves so in case you get into an altercation, you will set up receptors in your mind will automatically click in and beep bop bop. You bopping shit because practice make perfect. So if you practicing physically with anything, just like learning, when you're learning something, that's practicing. You're practicing to know something. So you can once you know it, then once you know something, you gain wisdom to apply the knowledge that you know. That's how you get understanding. So it's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. That's how you get these things. And once you use that format on everything in life, you will start to manifest and learn more shit. That's how you expand the conscious mindset. Like, I don't know, like people be so stuck in their own little world, like they be jammed up. They be so just jammed up in one little world, like talk about the same shit. Like over here, we diverse. We talk about every fucking thing, like everything in the world we gonna talk about. Even if we don't know it, we gonna talk about it on the outside, the basis, because we all coming from a logical mindset. Nobody is smarter than nobody over here. Everybody learning on this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. Like we just gotta figure this shit out, man. Your soul is literally on the line. That's why I be playing this for people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I be playing this shit.
Do the commercial. Do the do the colony trailer too, so people can see what it look like.
No, they might give me a what you call it for that.
Oh, okay.
They might give me a
copyright.
Yeah, because they sent me some shit the other day saying that they gonna stop fucking with my shit because my channel, some shit with my channel. I ain't even do nothing. They just sent me. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Look at this shit. I'll tell people like,
but you don't get that off of this video because it's still a.
That's what I'm telling people. Like, what you think this little boy doing? What you think this boy doing? What you think he doing? He fishing for souls through the reincarnation process. They ain't even show the part where he throw the thing. I'm gonna go to my Instagram and show you. But that's what I'm saying.
They show it right now, but
I be trying to show people this shit because the symbolism is right there. He throws the 8. When he throw out the wire, is like an 8 for a reincarnation, coming to grab a soul, fishing for souls. That's why they be saying the moon be getting full because it's full of souls. That's why they keep the planet low so the souls can keep reincarnating. Like this shit is deep, man.
But you know what that means, though, right? You know what that means. So if they're fishing for souls, that means the
LA artist
is looking for souls to possess and take control of. That's what that's talking about. Look how they fall from you see how they fall down from the sky? It's all about fallen angels. That's all they talking about. They fell from the heavens, come down, and they're fishing for souls. That's all they doing. They need a body to possess, or either to control. Like, so that's what they're doing. And they rest above the heavens. See how he went back up?
This shit. Trying to
They right above us. That's why people not think they stars up here, and they right above us.
Watching.
They about to make their entrance soon. 2024 about to be off the chain. Y'all watch and see.
But you know what? A lot of, just like they said 2008 or and all that, when it's always a new president or some shit, it's always this weird wars and all this shit. Like, look what's going on in Palestine or whatever it's at. It's always some shit like this when there's a president, and like, it's just, I don't know, this shit be just so like the same shit.
It's not. This is a different time and a different year. And 2024 is the year of the deliverance, and that's really speeding everything up the process because the time is up, and they got to move fast. And that's why you're seeing everything move so quick. Layoffs, wars, everything is moving fast because April the 8th is on its way.
They gotta keep changing the fucking timelines because the souls are reincarnating. They have to.
But the timeline I'm talking about is not what they're doing. I'm talking about what God's doing.
Because
this is what God's doing on it.
Listen. All this God's doing. How you know what God doing? You down here on this big ass earth in this little bitty corporal body. How you think you got the capacity, the mind power to know what God is just sitting back doing? That is crazy. If you know what God doing, like that, like you gotta just really put things into perspective when you say things, make claims like that. Like claims like that.
You're talking about reincarnated souls. So I can be a reincarnated soul. I don't know what's going on from the beginning to the end. So if people reincarnate, how do you know what century I came in? What if I came from the first age?
So tell us the plan then. What's the hold up? What's with the like the spookism? Just give it to us.
It's not a spookism.
Saying if you know what I'm saying is if you know the plan, if you know what like if God sent you or so to speak, and you know the plan, then you see we on this channel every night going live trying to figure it out. Just tell us. Just tell us the plan, like.
Because basically there's the children of the light and the children of the dark, and a war is coming soon between the children of the dark and the children of the light.
I think that war already happened, and I think they're gonna use.
It's not.
Let me finish.
That's not the one.
I think this war or whatever, holy wars or whatever, I think this stuff already happened, and they're trying to recreate it because there's a new generation of people. That's why anybody that stands up against them, they try to take out or bribe or whatever the case may be to lure them away from rising up to the people, because they know once we collectively come together, they're done. It's more of us than them. We just don't know.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Every time God seeked out a male out of the tribes, what age did he go after? The first or the last? The middle? The second from the last? What did he go after? What generation did he come after?
Did who?
When God came and seeked out a male from out the tribe that will lead the people.
The firstborn, right?
No.
The firstborn son?
Nope.
I don't know what you like getting at. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna break it down to you. When it came to Isaac and Ishmael, who got the promise?
I don't know, G.
The inheritance went to Isaac, not Ishmael. God blessed Ishmael and Hagar, which was a concubine from Abraham, because Sarah couldn't have a child at the time. But God blessed Sarah with a child in her late age when she was 80. The promise it's going to make sense in a minute. So the promise went to Sarah bloodline, right? It went through Sarah because she is a Israelite woman. Second, Esau and Jacob. Who did it? Who the promise went to? Esau or Jacob? Do you know about Esau and Jacob story?
Oh, none of these promises or none. I'm trying to figure out how
Okay,
you with God.
it's gonna make sense. It's gonna make sense. So what happened was Esau was the firstborn, but that came out the womb. But God promised Jacob in the womb the promise in the womb, but Esau got out first. That's why it was wrestling in the womb. So the promise was promised to Jacob, but Esau got out and got it. So Jacob basically deceived Esau to get the promise back. So so the same thing with Cain and Abel. Abel was the good one, and Cain was the wicked one. So there's always been warfare in the womb coming out, where there's twins, where they're warring, or brothers who are warring, and one comes out righteous for God, and one comes out wicked. So today is the same thing. There's people who actually are of good and of bad. So there's the children of the darkness and the children of light. So that's what's going on. There's the wheat and the tare. There's some people who are of the light, and there's people of the darkness. So are you the people of the promise, or are you the people of the darkness?
Gee, if I'm looking for the truth, you know damn well I ain't no people in no darkness.
But this is what this is all about. This is all about. The lands are divided because of there's people who look like you but are not you.
How are you get back to the God thing, G? Don't get the buck down. You saying that you saying that you sent by God?
Of course I am.
You making this tricky.
How is it tricky? Because some people are sent from God and you don't even know it. They can walk among you and you'll never know about it. Like it's a thing. It's real.
G, he talking about why would God just sending you to just be kicking it next to a motherfucker you don't even know they're an angel? Like, make some angelic shit happen then. We need help. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, you don't need help. You need to learn the lesson and then move on.
Oh,
you're here to learn the lesson. You're not here to get help.
Listen.
You're not here to learn the lesson. You're here to learn the lesson, not to get help. You're praying to basically be protected. You're not here to get help. The whole purpose of here is learning the lesson. What Satan has done was the most evilest thing on the earth. The best thing for you to do is try to get out of here spiritually. It's not to be rich. It's not to have trillions of dollars, nice homes, none of that. It's the goal is to get out of here. That's the key. Because the rest who are coming for the war is different. There's a war coming between light and darkness. And it's a big war coming.
I think that happened already.
It's not.
The reason I think it happened already.
There's spiritual beings here who are prepared for this. They are created for this day. It's a spiritual war that's going on while you asleep at night. That's going on in darkness.
So you saying, you said something happening supposed to happen on April 8th. What's happening on April 8th?
The eclipse is a sign of the Most High judging the earth. So as soon as April 8th hits, judgment's going to hit the earth. And it's going to start in America. X marks the spark.
So what about all the other times the eclipse came? Those were judgment.
There wasn't judgment. That has nothing to do with it. It was a certain year at a certain time. That's why I keep adding times and dates to confuse the time. We knew the time.
Why would they use the eclipse as a judgment, but on this day? But then the eclipse before. It's like, that don't make sense.
2017 and 2024 was a significant year. Those who knew was prepared for this day. I'm prepared for this day. I'm waiting for April the 8th to come. And they have to move fast because times is up.
I'm gonna go live on that day. What?
X marks the spot. X in Hebrew is actually 400. It's the number 400. It represents the mark. It's the mark that God marks over the land who put his people in oppression. So this year coming up in April is going to be the year of judgment.
So why would these people do all this evil stuff only to be knowing they finna be judged in 2 months? Like,
because that's how it goes. Satan, he already knows what's going to happen at the end. Most High already told him his end, but he's still going to do it.
Purpose of doing this shit, if you know that, I think there is no future. I think it's just
to burn out time.
I think it's just a present. I think the future is just a mental prediction of what you may hope to come. It's almost like fate.
No, I don't.
You don't do tomorrow. You can't predict it. You may.
I live by spirit. I don't. Faith is the second level, but the first level is spirit. So I live by spirit. I already know what's going to happen, and I'm telling you.
Faith is believing in something without proof. That's what faith is.
But faith and spirit is basically being in the essence of the presence of what is absent.
Or the soul, or whatever you want to call your essence, but the spirit or the soul is truthful, all truthful. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah, but as faith is for people that's having a hard time to believe. They're like, let me have the faith. But when you've been in the spiritual realm, you don't need to have faith. You already know. You've seen the heavens. You've seen it. I'm telling you what I've seen, and I'm telling you what's coming. And I'm warning you, April the 8th, 2024 is the end.
Of what?
The earth. Satan knows his angels' time is up and God is coming to get him. The order of Melchizedek is going to be on its way. Listen, the order of Melchizedek is on its way.
I don't mean to laugh. I told you I got to do my research.
Of course, it's fine. It's okay because it will all come out in a shake. They say the order of Melchizedek is on its way. It's not Jesus. It's not none of that. It's Melchizedek. And he brings the order of the law.
What law?
He's a law giver. He gives out the law. He gives out the law to Abraham in the time of Abraham. He was king of Salem at the time. He came in the time of the Messiah. That was Melchizedek. It's not Jesus Christ. And he's coming before the Most High sends people to the lake of fire. Satan only has a short time, and it's over. So if you want to understand what's going on, read the book of Jasher. The book of Jasher is going to tell you everything you need to know.
I'm gonna have to double back on that. The book of Jasher. It's almost like I think it's 3 other books that it references from. Just like those 3 books collectively makes up the book of Jasher. I can't remember. I got to get back in. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it just for you. I'm gonna go back into it because this is like I can't. I'm too focused on my present and when you say stuff like that, it's just I get to start to think like, what's the holdup? Motherfuckers getting knocked off right now. Why is there a certain date, a time when God, okay, I'm gonna come back at this time, this date, y'all hold it down until I come back? Like, what the fuck? Like,
death is not the end. Death
like
is the beginning.
I'm not saying that. I'm just, you still gotta have some concept of life, though. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you live forever. The spirit never dies. It lives forever.
Like sometimes religious people, they get, it's like y'all be talking martyrs type. Like nobody, I don't give a fuck who you are. Nobody wants to die, G. No matter what you believe in, nobody wants to die. But that shit make be martyr. Like it's gonna end April 8th. God's coming. They said something's gonna happen September 8th. They said, October 8th. They said something's gonna happen on September 23rd. Like they keep putting these false predictions. It's like spookism. So what if nothing happens? Wait,
so what is what they got to do with me? I'm telling you that there's a time clock.
You sound like they. That's what I'm saying.
I don't. I'm not them.
Okay, listen. If nothing happens on April 8th, then what?
Oh, it will.
You say,
it will. It will. Watch how you see things start speeding up. Even space. When you start seeing them moving fast in space, watch how much information is about to come out between now and April. You're going to see how quickly it's about to move.
They're letting it out. It's a part of their plan. What? Like
they do all the predictive programming, but God's timing is totally different. We don't care what they do. They can stage events all the way to then, but God's timing is God's timing. The earth is going to have terrible disasters and everything. So they did not repent for what they did to God's children. It's a wrap.
You know, God's timing, like what? Why ain't people why ain't okay? So why ain't the spirits linking up in the spiritual realm to come together to make us somehow spiritually come together physically so we can break through this bitch? Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
how do you know that's not happening now? How do you know that's not happening now?
For years, G. They've been running this world for the longest. Fucking babies getting froze in apartments because the mama didn't have no fucking AC. I mean, no heat. 5-year-old girl freeze in an apartment. What the fuck is that about?
People die every day.
Oh. Do you know how insensitive that was? She's a 5-year-old little girl, G.
How? That's not insensitive because there's a such thing as, but it's called the resurrection. It's called the resurrection. No one's dying and staying there. No one's going to limbo. People come back.
Resurrect to what? She's 5 years old. Resurrect to
so
what?
when the Melchizedek come back, everybody's gonna come back.
You never even met no nigga. You can't even pronounce the nigga name.
Melchizedek. I did say it. Melchizedek.
How could y'all be? That's what I don't be fucking.
So you said that I haven't met him? Are you sure?
No,
we're not gonna have this conversation. We're not gonna go there. See, I don't want to go on the internet on here because it's like I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you exactly what it is.
You did not see him. Like, come on here. Like, we adults. Like, come on. You did not see, like, come on. Like, no way. And you just on my YouTube channel talking about it. Like, come on, man. You'll have a platform with thousands. The energy from you seeing that being or being connected to it will have a different effect on people. Like,
not true. Everybody's not called. Only a few are chosen.
I'm not. I never said that you wasn't chosen. If you feel that way, I can't take that from you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying what Like, what makes you feel you're the special one that's chosen? That
Who said it's special? It has nothing to do with it. It's just
you're
basically a job.
wouldn't
It's
you be?
just a job. There's a job. People have jobs.
It's a job
Some
that
people
everybody,
accept it and some don't.
and it's a job everybody can't do. So that makes you special. If you was
How is
chosen,
it?
if everybody can't do the job and they pick you to do the job, that means to the people that can't do it, you will be the chosen one. That's why it's called the chosen one, because everybody can't do it. Only you can.
So the job is to go find out the rest of that. The Messiah said, go seek out the ones. So that's the job. Go find the rest.
How are you doing that? I'm not. Listen. I don't
So you
take.
remember what happened? Remember a plant cannot a plant cannot grow unless it has soil and water, right? And a seed, right? So all you're doing is pouring the water in the soil. Then the sun comes up, right? You need the sun as well, but the sun comes, right, and give it light. So all I'm doing is basically shedding light on the water that is being poured on somebody. The water is representing the word. So the water is the one that's giving it life. I'm just shedding light on it. Sometimes people don't even know that some people are just opening up people's minds by throwing things out there just for them to go search it. See, people in your life for a reason. They're either for good or bad. So you got to figure out who's in your life. Is it good or is it bad? Maybe I already know the people that's on here, how things are gonna go. Maybe they're here for a reason. Maybe speaking to them is bringing light to them and they don't know it. But what I'm telling you is the truth. This is a rabbit hole, and the rabbit hole goes deep. And we're on a checkerboard. Alice in Wonderland 2.0.
And that's where the hell you got me in Wonderland, because I can't buy that. Like, you make it so believable and storytellable, like, but I can't do that because I'm sticking to a logical mindset. The fantasy will make me be like, damn, you right, and da 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 da, but it's like, that's not reality.
But it's not, but Alice in Wonderland is not about a fantasy.
Huh?
It's not. Alice in Wonderland is not really about a fantasy. They created that story behind basically opening up one door to go into a deeper knowledge. What I'm saying is that you're by you're exploring, going down the rabbit hole, you're going to a deeper knowledge.
But I'm saying, you over here talking about some, you got powers and shit. I don't know. This is great.
I never said I had powers. That never came out of my mouth. I never said that. I just said the rabbit hole goes deep.
If you hollered at God, why wouldn't you have powers, dude? You hollered at God. Why wouldn't you have powers? You said this. I'm just asking questions, so don't get to thinking no weird shit. I'm just saying, if you saying, I just be wanting to know sometimes.
What do you want to know?
If you saying you talk to God, why wouldn't you have powers? Nobody else could do that here.
So powers in the physical realm or powers in the physical realm? I mean the spiritual realm. Which one is it? Because I can be not powerful here, but I can be powerful in the spiritual realm.
Gee, how we all gonna know that? That's what I'm saying. You're not thinking.
You're talking about powers. You said powers. I said where is my powers line, in the physical or the spiritual?
It can't be the spiritual because we can't.
Why?
Because how we gonna know you doing it?
Good question. How do you know?
Get the
Answer your own question. How would you know?
listen.
So if the spiritual is so hidden, how would you ever know who's who? If I'm lying in the spirit behind the flesh, how would you ever know who I really am? If this is just a body that I'm occupying, how do you know who I really am in the spiritual realm? Who are you in the spiritual realm? Do you know your spiritual self besides outside your body?
I know who I
So
am.
what if people are coming here to relieve people in the spiritual realm of being trapped in the physical? People are not. So people don't even know.
Around you, do you see what's going on this planet? Why do people want to keep coming to do this shit?
Do what?
Standing there, whatever the fuck. Look what we doing.
It's evil.
Exactly.
Evil is a mindset too, though.
How the hell we gonna how we gonna take over that if only me, you, and a couple of 15% of the world think like this? We ain't bigger than the system. No individual is bigger than the system. So you a fool to think so. That's why we all have to come together. We all come together. There's gonna be some casualties, but we gonna take this bitch down. But
the 7 archangels are only 7. But how do they be able to? The 7 archangels are only 7.
You said they what?
The 7 archangels are only 7 angels.
What that mean?
There was only 7 of them.
I don't get what you're saying.
So meaning like basically, even if it's like a few, doesn't mean that the power is not there. You can be a small number, but doesn't mean like you don't have the power to defeat.
Man, do you know what we will have to do? We ain't got no motherfucking.
I'm just saying theoretically that basically
liquor technology, they could come over this bitch right now with one of they little guns, a armored tank, blow the whole fucking building. What we gonna do? Where we gonna run to?
they can't do anything that the Most High can allow. You still have a creator. He only allows you to do as much as he wants you to do.
Man, you can do anything on this planet. What are you talking about? Come on, man. You gonna make me take my head down.
You know what the biggest weapon of these fallen angels?
What?
Is fear.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. That's why they keep us in a low vibration.
Fear and worrying.
Anxiety.
Fearing of things that are unknown. And do not want to explore the unknown and tap into their spirituality because they're so trapped in the physical. That's why they keep adoring you with bling and cars and homes and all that. Until you step away from the physical and step into the spiritual things, you won't see it. The spiritual realm is way stronger than the physical realm. There's wars going on in the spiritual realm right in front of you that you would never see.
So I'm chilling right here playing the game. It's 2 motherfuckers right here. Sling, 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 sling. Like, come on, G. Like, come on. Like,
It doesn't say it's gonna be in your room, and it never says it's gonna be in your room. We're just saying it's happening in the spiritual realm. You're making it so detailed, like it's in the room. It's the fake in the room.
That's how I think. I get straight to the point.
It could be in the air. It could be in the sky. It could be in. It's in the spiritual realm. It's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game.
I think that's what they be wanting us to think. That shit don't
Okay.
be that. It's like that. Come on, man. It ain't that complex. Like
You're so close. You're so close. Why don't you just give in? You're so close. You're getting so close. You're so close.
Scare me. Give in to what? All right, you sound like
Satan fights over souls. So then there's one side that's fighting for a soul, and then there's another side fighting for a soul. He wants people to take the mark of the beast. He wants people to basically turn over. But then there's some that's out here trying to fight for these souls to basically come to the right side. So it's like there's coming a time where you have to choose a side.
What side, G? And who running the sides?
The sides are the light, the children of light, or the children of darkness. Period. You think that they keep fucking with you, and you think like, why this keep happening to me? Why? Because it's the dark entities in the spiritual realm who keeps fucking with you. They already know who you are, but you don't even know who you are. So when you come into the who you are, then you'll find out what this is all about. They already know who you are. You just don't know who you really are.
Now, how I don't know who I am, G? Tell me how I don't know who I am.
Well, tell even Kanye West. He didn't know who he was until he basically found out and started exposing stuff. You have to come into the essence of you and know who you really are. And the only person can do that is you. People can lead you to the water, but you're going to have to drink it.
My granny told me this. Like, I know, listen. I know who I am, G. I know who I am, beauty. I just question things because it's a lot of trickery out here. And I tell people your soul is literally on the line, and you don't want to be tricked because you don't know how far that trick could take you. That trick could take you through a reincarnation process. So the more,
or it can put you through desperate situations.
Yeah.
Like they can take food from you, and then how desperate would you get then?
Yeah.
That's what they about to do. Why you think they buying up the farms and everything? They about to take food from your mouth in the sea. Oh, guess what? You got children. So are you gonna still praise God when you got children to feed? Are you gonna sacrifice yourself? But the Bible puts stories like Isaac in there to remind people when God tested Abraham and said, would you sacrifice your son? And when he was ready to sacrifice Isaac, God sent an angel and said, don't do it. God just want to see how much.
Yo, man, no. Don't play. Listen, man. You gotta be over tweaking to think that I'm gonna play with my son life like that.
You said playing with his son. Nobody said it's playing with your son. That was just a test. It ain't got nothing to do with killing him. God didn't even want Isaac to die. It's just to see where your heart was at. It's a test. You're living in a life of tests. We're living through a test every day.
What type of
Okay, so what did the street say? I'd rather have someone that basically is loyal, right?
The
streets talk about the streets ain't loyal. So then basically The streets talk about loyalty, right? So that's the same thing the Most High talks about. Who's going to be loyal in the end?
I'm tired of you.
Most High never thought about killing Isaac.
You
You know
trolling.
what I'm saying?
Trolling right now. You
The
trolling.
streets talk about loyalty. So God can't test your loyalty either.
But the streets
but man can.
Banging back in the day, you had no street code. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but people always talk about loyalty. So God can have loyalty, but man can. Come on now, really? So God is weird when he has loyalty, but man is okay to have loyalty? How weird is that? Really? I think God can test whatever the hell he wants to.
Oh,
okay.
I gotta pee. I gotta pee. Yo ass crazy as hell, man.
What did Chris Brown say? These hoes ain't loyal. Alan, you said, is there a way of deceiving while distracting? I believe so. I believe there is a way of deceiving someone while distracting. And definitely. That's interesting. Alan, you said 8 equal to 8. 4 plus 8 equals 12. Or completion. Exactly. The 12 tribes, the 12 constellations.
That shit ain't got
it makes it. Stop it. You be denying stuff, boy. You be denying, but you be coming closer and closer. You be like, you be digging, you keep going into the hole. You don't come out the hole. You come deeper in the hole and you be like, you know what? I read the book of Enoch. I'm like, oh, you read it? Oh, bro. You keep going into the hole. So keep coming down because we're going to bring you straight on down. Come on down here because there's more to see. There's more to see.
You think you further than what you are. You're not. Look. Y'all doing the numerology wrong anyway because you forgot to add the year. And everything you break down the numerology has to be break down to one single number. So 12 is not really 12. That's 4 plus 8 equals 12 is really 1 plus 2. You break it down to 3, but he forgot to add 2023. Y'all don't know what y'all doing, G.
So wait a minute. We're just talking about he's talking about 2024. So what does the 3 got to do with the year of 24, April to 24? So what it got to do with it? Because 12 represents completion. What is the 3 got to represent?
Do what?
So he's talking about the completion. The number 12 represents completion.
He forgot that. Listen, when you do any type of numerology, you cannot just add the month and the year. You can't even account for the month if there is no year. If somebody said, what month is it? They're going to say this month, that day, but what year? The year's stamps the day. Like the year stamps the month and the day. So you cannot
even so that's 10. It's 10. It's 10. So that's 2.
10.
Plus 0 plus 2 plus 6. I mean, wait. I'm sorry. 4, 8. I'm sorry, 8. So then we got 8. So within the 8, the year plus the that's what 8 plus 3
is 11.
Is what 11.
And it breaks down to 2.
So what year who always represents the number 11?
Mm-hmm.
Satan always using 11. 11, 55, 33.
How you know that these? So look, in my life path number is 11.
What does that mean?
11/2. I don't know. You just said some Satan number shit. So I'm trying.
Yeah, but I'm just saying those are numbers that they choose. 11/11, 9/11. Example. 33, Masonry. 55, Satanism. So what? 66, the mark. So which one?
Ooh.
What is a
Talk your shit. I'm like, go ahead. Oh, shit, you go ahead. I'm listening.
So that's what I'm saying. 11 is one of their numbers.
So now,
77 is represented as a unlucky number. It's not really a lucky number.
77.
Yeah, when you talk about rolling craps with 7, that's not a lucky number. It's actually an unlucky number.
Hmm. What number 7 is?
Yeah,
Damn.
77. I think it represents the fallen angels, the watchmen that fail. I think that's
Wasn't
what.
ain't your birthday number 7?
Yeah, 714.
Dang. So you evil.
14? No, because I represent what the First Chronicle says. If my people who are called by their name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will come and restore them. That's what 714 represents.
So
And
you
if
just
you in a Hebrew year, it's not my month is really not 7, it's 5,
so you just,
because the 7th month is actually September.
yeah, I know that. Because Octi is 8 and Novi is 9, Desi is 10.
So I'm the 5th month, but
Yeah.
in Gregorian calendar, it's actually 7. But 714 is a reminder of what God says to his people.
What? What'd he say?
I just read it to you. If my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will come and heal their land. First Chronicles 7 and 14.
What's his name?
It's not Yahweh. It's not Yahuwah. It is Ahia or Yahweh.
Or Wagwan?
Yahweh. Yahweh.
Man, I don't know what y'all be reading or study. What did
Why are you covering your face? It's Yahweh. What do you mean?
it ain't no yaka yaka, whatever. It's not
I didn't
that.
say Yaka. I say Yahweh.
It's not that.
How can you tell me what it's not?
You know, listen, man. How could you know a creator name, but you ain't never indulged in no conversation or nothing? That's
How do you
almost
know that?
like,
How do you
oh.
know that? That's why I don't like having this conversation. It's not for the unbelievers.
And y'all be going in fantasy mode.
I
You
don't
gotta
go into fantasy mode. I really don't. But it's okay though. I'm not gonna go there. That's why I'm even like talking about this. Cause yeah,
you gotta
I tell the truth, but it's like the truth that would never be received. So it's
listen,
fine.
you a sense, then you gotta like talking about it. No matter who comes to challenge you or say anything about what you got going on. I'm just asking questions because I want to know what's going on too. Shit, I ain't that weird shit. So I be want to
What
know
do you
what's
mean? Because I mean, are we really being learned the Paleo Hebrew that we've learned, or we're just learning modern Hebrew, the Yiddish
I don't really
Hebrew?
I
This
don't
is
get
modern Hebrew we're learning. We're learning modern Hebrew.
Hebrew a slave language.
No.
Hold on, let me look up something. You must have made a little ugly face.
Hebrew is not a slave language. It's called Paleo Hebrew. Who is behind characters?
Yo, I'm live on YouTube.
killing, basically a kill rate of 40 to 75%. That is supposed to knock off like 50 million people.
Oh shit! All right, I'm gonna call you back. Damn. I can't really. We can't talk about that type of stuff on
What
this
is
channel.
that? What I just heard? What was that? What was that?
That was my sister. She was saying they about to. I can't say it because they're gonna give me a
flag. So you remember what I told you? Things about to speed up. You're about to see it. There's about to be some real eye-opening stuff about to happen. January is about to be off the chain. January is about to be. It's about to be some. Can I tell you something that's about to happen? One of the main leaders in this world is about to reveal some deep stuff about God's people. It's about to be big. It's about to be. It is. It's about to expose who they are. It's about to expose who they are. It's about to be big. They're tired. They're about to get tired. They're about to expose everything. There's a big exposure coming.
So what are they tired of? They was just killing motherfuckers for the last 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years. Now they all of a sudden they tired.
No, they haven't. No, they haven't. Not this group. Not these people. They never even had slaves. They actually never had slavery at all. These people actually have hidden who the God's children is already. It's about to be exposed. It just really is about to be exposed. People are gonna know who they are. Period. Whoever they are to be.
I don't.
It's about to be 2024 is about to be the banger year. You're talking about people gonna be like, wow, this is something. 2024 is about to be out the chain. You thought COVID, I mean, like, you know, the year of the pandemic was going on. Wait until 2024 hit. It's gonna be off the chain.
Yeah, she was saying something that's supposed to do whatever's supposed to come, supposed to have like a 45 to 50% death rate, supposed to kill 50 million people.
You talking about this sickness? Yeah. We got the zombie apocalypse coming.
No, we don't. You gotta make sure we say copyright.
That's a problem too. That's a problem too.
Yeah, man. Educational purposes only. Now you can say it. All of this stuff is for just jokes and entertainment. Shit, them motherfuckers will flag the shit out you.
What? Are you serious on that too?
That
ain't true.
That A word, that apaca.
Oh, for real? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, the zombie, that too?
Good. No, we good now. I said the little thing, you know, the copyright 107. It's for fair use.
the zombie adventure is about to come.
I don't think
the major leagues. Yeah, the major leagues is about to put it out here.
You gotta think. Your ass running from a zombie every day. You gonna be sore as hell. People don't be thinking about that shit. You gonna be sore as hell. Your ankles, your feet.
The Summer Olympics. The Summer Olympics. We've been running.
They'll send them.
How long we been running? 400 years. How long we been running? 400 years.
They'll send them motherfuckers in the wintertime so it can be harder to kill them. Like, this is be cold as hell outside. You're gonna be trying to stay in the crib. You ain't gonna be wanting to travel. It's gonna be too cold. Right.
Yeah.
And get to another state walking because it's
They gotta get strong, B. They gotta get strong. It's coming. I'm telling you, they wicked. This is what's about to happen, B. This is about to happen. It's about to go down.
It ain't shit going down, man.
Yeah, it is. People, they ain't gonna stomach what's coming. They're gonna be like, what's going on here?
Listen. When these
you seen the Crazies? The movie Crazies?
Did I see that?
When they put it in the water system and the cop realized it?
No, I thought I was thinking about Us.
No,
So what?
they put the water. They affected the water system, and all of a sudden, people start going crazy and becoming zombies.
That shit
And the
probably.
cop realized it. The cop realized it. He was like, "Wait a minute, something wrong with that water." And now what ended up happening? Yep,
Put
yep.
some water was gonna start there. They would have did that in Flint, Michigan already.
Nah, but that'd be like a 2025 situation. We next year is gonna be like a war of the election. People gonna be fighting on the streets behind
When y'all,
politics. We got that
when y'all,
coming.
when y'all be putting all these little world predictions and all this shit out.
It's gonna be like the surge. Remember the surge election year?
Let me finish. When y'all be saying all these outlandish as end of the world prophecies, why is always some bad shit? Why it ain't never no positive energy wave gonna change the whole balance and the frequency? Like, why is it always some negative shit?
You said say that one more time because my earphones went dead.
Oh, I bet it was. I bet it was going out.
No, seriously, I'm not playing.
Why like some end of the world or end of the prophecy? It's always some negative shit. Why it's never no positive?
Because we live in a negative world. If you said that evil exists, we're gonna always have negativeness going around. It's a negative world. There's no balance. We live in a evil world. We live in a negative world as it is, and people are trying to find serene and peace by trying to focus on positive. But no matter what, even though you try to find positive, there's always negative behind you. So in order to kill negative, you have to get rid of it in total, not some of it. So if you have a thorn in your flesh, what do? Do you pull it out and get
If
rid
I,
of it, or you just let it sit there and try to like soothe the wound? You pull that motherfucker out and you throw it away. You gotta kill the negative. You kill the evil, and then you can have positivity, peace, and all that. Evil must be destroyed first.
how the fuck was it created? Only to be destroyed.
Because Satan was jealous because once God created humans, he did not want to bow down to humans. It's in the Quran. He didn't want to bow down to humans. And so he was like, I'm not bowing down to them. Forget protecting them. So he was like, no, I'll make myself God. And that's what happened. So he has a
That's,
disdain for humans.
that's insane.
He was like, I'm not bowing down to them and serving them. They need to serve me. I actually am an angel of the heaven. I have a higher power than them. So how am I lowered down to their level? So he rebelled against God. And that's how the story begins. Pride before the fall.
Ain't no way. I'll be that jealous. Then I'm gonna just get myself. That's just crazy.
And that's the story, though.
See,
He felt like he wasn't beneath the humans. He was like, I'm above them. So why I need to like bow to them and look over them? They should be looking up to me.
wow, shit, crazy. I don't
So
get
his
it.
first plan was to go take the planet away from Adam. He was like, forget these humans, I'm about to steal this land from out of Adam. And the perfect way to do it is to get to Eve. That was his whole goal. And that's how it got started.
To get to Eve.
hmm you gotta touch the innocent vessel. And Adam, at the time, God got mad at Adam because he said Adam was so distracted. He wasn't even keeping his eye on Eve because he warned Adam, said, keep your eye on Eve because Satan is deceiving, and he didn't do it. So Eve got away from Adam, and that's how Eve got deceived. And then the rest is history.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I just don't. Some of them
So
stories.
Satan had a goal. He wasn't trying to get with Eve. He was trying to take dominion from Adam. So the true war is between Adam and Satan and his seed line. That's it.
I just don't believe it. I don't know why. I think that creation story was
Fabricated.
overly fabricated, and Adam and Eve wasn't man and woman. It was male and female. It wasn't us. Like, that's just my take on it. I just don't believe that it was that simple. Like, how you just gonna let a motherfucker mess with your creation? No, we were already here. That's why I say let's make man in our image. Let's make man in our image. Like, what image did they have? They had wings and all kind of weird shit. That's why you see all that shit on them Egyptian walls. That's why you see all that shit over there. They had all that shit. Man was already created. You cannot identify something if it's not already created. You can't just call something and don't have no context to what it is or what it could be. You just saying it's a man. Like, nah, the man was already created. That's what I'm saying. Is that Bible story is after the first war. Is after the flood, after the first America. I think that they mixed that motherfucker up. Like, I'm gonna figure that shit out. I gotta read some other books.
And then go read the book of Jasher.
Yeah. I gotta read that. I definitely gotta read that.
And since you're on time, you can read the book of Jubilees too.
The who?
And Jubilees.
What's that about?
About time. About seasons. The actual holy feast days surround about seasons around Jubilee years. Even though they change the times and the laws, those who know the times, they will understand the Jubilee years. And so 2017 to 2024 completes the 7-year Jubilee year. It marks the end.
Who is Jubilee?
Jubilee represents 7 years. I mean, the 50th year. The 50th year. So it's 49 years, and then the last year will be 50. That represents the Jubilee year. And Most High said that the end will come on a Jubilee year. The children of Israel will be released in the Jubilee year.
And 2024 is supposed to be a Jubilee year.
Yep.
It's supposed to be a Jubilee
The
year.
eclipse is going to happen. It's going to mark the X across America, and judgment's going to start.
How if we 1,000 years?
I'm already starting to see grasshoppers here. The locust is here already. I'm already seeing it in my area.
Shit,
When they start turning yellow, it's gonna be a wrap.
When was turn yellow?
You know, like they have locusts, and I'm starting to see locusts around already. When they start turning yellow, they start killing the crops. That's part of the famine.
And you don't think nobody sent them?
No,
Why?
not
Why?
no human. It's the Most High sending them. They've been nesting underneath they go in for a time and they come back out. The last time we seen it was in Las Vegas when they covered Las Vegas. Next year we're gonna see them come back out again. The locust is about to come back in 2024. We're
It
gonna
Bill,
see the rivers turn into blood. We're gonna see animals die. We're gonna see all type of stuff that's gonna happen. And if Pharaoh did not let our people go, more plagues is gonna come on this place.
listen. If Bill Gates can send 700,000 mosquitoes to the state of Florida and cause the motherfucking West Nile and all this different weird disease, what makes you think like they can't send locusts too? These dudes can create mosquitoes. He got a whole, it's on TED Talk. Bill Gates TED Talk mosquitoes. You gonna see this motherfucker on there.
Yeah, if they create mosquitoes, they ain't creating no. See, that's natural things of God. They can't control the natural things of God. They can create something else.
Boom. Don't do that. Hold on. He's creating mosquitoes. If this motherfucker can create mosquitoes, what makes you think that they like? I don't know. Like I don't know. Like people
A
like
hybrid of mosquitoes. Remember, they like a hybrid.
what does that matter? He can create mosquitoes. He can create them. So what makes you think he can't create a bumblebee or a locust or a grasshopper or to
They
scare
can't create the original thing.
or to scare the world to make the Bible prophecy so-called come true? Send a bunch of fucking locusts or a bunch of dead birds and let them fly out the thing. Like, come on, man. Like they had a bunch of crows doing some shit over the ocean. Like, where's they? What? Like, I don't know, man. This world is fucked up, and people just, I don't know.
They just want you to be confused, though. It's not that confusing.
No, I'm not confused. I think you confused.
I'm not confused because they can't create the original thing, so they have to create the hybrid. That's what they always been doing. That's why they splice all the time.
Right.
They're always splicing.
That's their favorite thing. That's why I say Bill Gates is a fallen one, because how are you? You see what I'm saying? Like, what you like?
So did they create man from out of the dirt, or did they create man from out of the lab?
I don't know. I don't know.
Splicing comes from a lab, not from creating from a natural power, like
Yeah, I thought
and
you was.
just creating from the dirt.
I thought you was trying to ask me a trick question or something. Yeah, they. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think man and woman was created simultaneously.
They can't create what's original. They only can create hybrids. That's why we have hybrids on the earth.
Yeah, I understand all that. I'm just saying.
How you gonna create what's already there? So what are you gonna do? Create another locust from what the original locust is?
Gee, what?
What I'm saying is that basically he said, how you know that they didn't put this here? They can't put what's already been here already. So are you talking about creation? Or are you talking about they just took some locusts and threw it in somebody's backyard? Like what are you talking about? What? How we know who sent it?
Gee, I'm saying like they could just grant if Bill Gates can send 700,000 mosquitoes It was probably more than that. They just told us 700,000. It could they sent all the mosquitoes over there. Like, what makes you think he don't got like? I don't know. Like, these people are fucking billionaires. They don't think like us. What they doing for them. Like, whatever it is, they project is, that's what they thinking about. They ain't thinking about us. They don't give a fuck about what we got going on. So they gonna do whatever. To sit in
Yeah, and we keep putting them in God positions. That's the problem. We keep putting these people in God positions.
I'm not putting him in God positions. I'm just telling you, he got the power to make motherfucking bugs. And this nigga that made 700,000 mosquitoes go to the state of Florida and people got sick and shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, these people so-called playing God. And why ain't nothing happening to them? Why is it, oh, we gotta wait till a certain day? These motherfuckers just run.
And we do.
People
We
just sit
do.
for a certain day for some shit to happen. Well, they ain't waiting. These motherfuckers attacking. They doing everything, killing us. Motherfucking everything. Like, they ain't waiting. Why we gotta wait?
They, because it's a certain time that has to happen.
We gotta wait on our planet.
Yep.
We gotta just wait till they run. They gotta rule this shit for a minute. We just gotta wait.
Yeah, we gotta wait.
It's insane.
And those who endure to the end shall be saved.
From what? Saved from what? What do we do?
What's coming? What's coming is way worse than what we've seen before. It's way worse. The Great Tribulation is the worstest time to ever live in.
All that UFO alien shit, I always said they lame as hell.
What do you mean?
Listen, they weird. Listen, y'all gotta be in spaceships and be spooky and jump out closets and fly out the airplane and do little backdoor shit to try to, like, just come out in boxes. Come out and do y'all shit. Like, why y'all doing? Why everything gotta be so out the sky and presented and opening up the sky, doing weird shit? Like, what's like I don't know, like, just flat out come out. Why y'all flying through spaceship, cloaking yourself through clouds, lying and shit? Like, come on, like, trying to scare humans. And, oh, we saw a UFO. Like, what the fuck?
They've been here. They've just actually been covering it up since Roswell. Roswell is the first event that people thought was that was seeing that they was doing an experiment creating UFOs. They've been doing it since Roswell. That was an experimental UFO. They just crashed, and people were like, "Oh no, we got to cover this up. They can't know what we're working on." That was a project. That was the GOV project.
It was a project to introduce it to the public.
No, they never introduced it to the public because that was a fallen angel technology.
Listen, that was the first time they introduced it to the public by saying it was a UFO, an alien, all that shit was Roswell. They had to. They couldn't just start putting that shit in movies and then people like, what the fuck kind of monster is that? No, they have to do that shit. Like, it's not that complex. Like, they make it that complex, but it's not. Like,
if they wanted to reveal it, they could have revealed it a long time ago. Why was it such a cover up until this year? Why everything being exposed this year?
Because they tell you without telling you. It's a universal law. That's why they speak in symbolisms and codes.
No, because they basically wanted to they wanted to reveal it this year because their time is up.
What the fuck is time is up? From what?
From ruling the earth. Their time is up for ruling the earth. Their time is over.
So why are people still electing and putting their votes in?
It doesn't matter. The election is gonna go on for next year. People are gonna fight in war. The people are gonna die from it. It doesn't matter. Their time is up. Their years are cut in half.
You said their
years ending next year. Their time is that short.
So what's the 2030 agenda then if their time is that short?
That's nothing but a lie. Stop listening to these people 2030 crap.
I'm just asking a question. Shit.
It is. The 2030 agenda is not real. That's their agenda. It's not on God's time. It's not God's time clock.
I ain't even know God deal with time.
Yeah, he gave man time to shorten the days of Satan. Time don't exist outside the planet. It's only in the planet because Satan has fall. So he gave Satan a timeline to rule the earth until his end is completed.
Until his what?
His end is completed, and his end is completed.
Why are you
His
saying
time is up.
just ask a question? Man, you funny, man.
How am I funny? It's the truth.
I just that stuff be like, you know what I mean? That stuff be
When
kind of
they
like
start showing more and more Satan on television, maybe y'all start getting the point.
they been showing it.
No, they about to show him heavy in a whole nother way.
All last year they showed that shit all on them awards. So
We ain't even talking about these little commercials they've been doing. We're talking about heavy stuff.
all the celebrities was doing it.
Oh, they've been doing that with the suits and all that, horns and all that. We ain't talking about that.
What you talking about then? Just tell us.
Because they're ready for people to start connecting with the fallen ones and Satan. So they're going to try to make Satan look innocent and a savior. Get ready. It's coming.
How they gonna make him what?
Yeah, they're going to make him look like a savior.
How the hell they gonna do that?
Think. How would you make yourself, if you was an evil entity, look like a savior?
Come save the planet.
Okay, but what do you have to do in order for people to start believing you? Is it
Save them.
chaos? Do you have to start chaos out of order?
Yeah.
Okay, what are they doing right now? They're starting chaos out of order.
Yeah.
How can I get a people to start worshiping me? These are increments. Step 1, step 2, step 3.
Whole thing built off a lie. That's crazy.
Your whole audience is gone, I see.
All right, yeah, we back. Yeah, we back. On the real. I just look at things different though, man. Like, I be taking everything with a grain of salt, like when it comes to that type of shit.
I mean, as you should. I mean, but that would be what did the queen say before she died?
Who?
The queen. What did she say last year before she died?
I don't know what she said.
She said this is gonna be our last Christmas. And she was talking about this year.
Who last Christmas?
That's what she said. It's gonna be our last Christmas.
It's a part of the plan, G.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is all part of the fallen angel's plan. God will use Satan to fulfill prophecy. He's gonna create all this shit to happen. God's not even using a finger. It's gonna be Satan doing everything.
So God just down watching motherfuckers get killed. Why? He just chilling, smoking a blunt,
What?
knowing everything cool.
Smoking a blunt. Death is not the end, bro. It's not.
I'm not
It's
saying
not the end. It's only the beginning. People come back. It's not the end. There's a time for them to come back, and it's just not right now. Satan
how
lies and tell people that death is the end. It's not.
we even gonna
That's what you
identify you? I know you preaching to the choir. You know I know it ain't the end. I'm just saying. I don't know, man. That should be weird. Like y'all, I don't know.
I see death all around, but what can we do? We're with evil motherfuckers on earth. There got to be someone that's more powerful to come in the shit. Yeah, I'm gonna believe in a higher power. Somebody's got to come and change the shit.
Or do we got to come together?
That won't work.
Listen,
They're way stronger than any human being here. That
listen,
won't work.
listen.
Y'all won't be able to stand these angels. These angels are very powerful.
You listen. What if you just made me forget? I forgot. Damn. What was we saying?
I said somebody has to come here and actually change what's going on right now. These fallen angels are very powerful. It can't people come together and change nothing.
So do you think that before the first America was destroyed and they flooded this joint, do you think that the people came together? That's why the agenda now is to keep everybody divided. Because by us
No, I don't believe that.
coming together, we almost took them down, or we defeated them, or whatever the case may be. We went to war with them. And now, when they flooded the earth and they come back and let the be ran by the 13 bloodlines, they tricking us into, you see what I'm saying?
No, because no.
Why?
Because it says that God let the people die off before he caused the flood to come. He let the generations die off so they won't see the judgment. And he kept Noah for the end. So everybody died off in that generation.
All this shit. Come on.
I'm just saying in that time.
You know how big this motherfucking earth is?
And there's not that many people. There's not a lot of people during Noah's family bloodline that was that many. It wasn't many of them. It wasn't a lot of them that lived.
So this many people on this
There
earth.
was more people that wasn't of Noah's bloodline. There was more people outside of Noah's bloodline than Noah's family, like Methuselah and all of them.
Planet. It was just Noah, and 50 other animals, or
no, what I'm saying is that there's people outside of Noah's bloodline, like the people that was in other lands. There was more of them than Noah, his father, his grandfather Methuselah, Enoch, all of them. Their bloodline wasn't plenty, so God let them die off. And then God brought the judgment when Noah got of age. It was more people on earth that was not of Noah's bloodline. Period. Not of Shem's bloodline. The people outside is Noah's bloodline was mating with the actual angels. It's separate. That's why God created Adam and Eve in the garden. And there was people that was living outside the garden. And they was the one that was mating with the fallen angels. It was two different creations here.
Adam and Eve.
They're not the mother and father of all generations.
You know
They were
why?
separate. It was two different creations here on earth.
They say the earth was void. And it was saying, remember he said he hovered over the waters of the deep. It almost seemed like that's the beginning of how he recreated the earth after the flood, but they put it in the beginning. Because like, if you just think about the story, like God created heavens and earth, split the heavens from the earth, and then put a firmament, or he hovered over the waters. Like, where the water come from? You ain't even say you created water or nothing. You just the water. So what? How was water already there? I don't know.
I don't think it's that confusing. I think like the thing about it is that not everybody's supposed to get the answer. I think it's only some. And I think if you seek, you shall find. If you knock, the door shall be open. If you ask, it shall be given unto you. It's that simple. So how bad do you want it? Do you want to knock on the door? Do you want to go seek this knowledge? Is it the right knowledge you're seeking?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever said, hey, if you exist, God, come show me yourself? Have you ever asked that question?
I'm sure I have. When I was a Christian. And I got here.
And so ask again.
What?
The
That's what I'm
three
saying.
pillars of law.
Yeah,
Three pillars of law. If you knock, the door shall be open. If you seek, you shall
ain't gotta
find. If you ask, it shall be given unto you.
Some people get it on the first try.
And you didn't get it on the first try because it wasn't your time.
You don't
It's
know
not your
that.
time. It wasn't your time.
Listen. You just asked me if I ever asked that question. I said, I'm sure I have, and I got here. When I was studying, it was telling me to study and show thyself approved. We was going to Bible study on Wednesdays, church on Sunday. I was in that shit. And when I started to read that shit with a logical mindset and take my emotions out of it and start to do real research and read other books that decoded the Bible, I knew I was on the path. And I understood what energies is and lower vibrations and fear, and how you can easily start believing in something based upon fear. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I understood how people can easily be caught up in religion. Even understanding that your diet goes with your everyday decision making. You have a poor diet, you might make poor decisions in life. Yeah, you might see some rich, wealthy, fat people but they make poor decisions when it comes to their health, so they won't enjoy it long. So you have to understand this shit come full circle. You can't have one foot in, one foot out. You got to be full circle all through with the knowledge. So that's why I say, like, I don't know. You gotta know what you tapping into, man.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about
What? That's why I stepped away. What happened?
well, you just come back talking about some ain't heard shit. Man, I'm finna get up off this, man. 2 hours on here, man. We did a good build though.
But you gotta understand, just look out for 2024, April the 8th. It's gonna be a real phenomenal year. It's gonna be something epic. And if you look at, like I said, the show, The Colony, and then they have the commercial that's called The Week of Greatness from Nike, it tells you what's about to happen.
So look, April 8th, we're gonna come back to this video.
No, you won't. You be like, Kim, it's going down.
Hey,
You're gonna be like, it's going down. Like, welcome to the family. It's time. It's time, bro. It's time.
Listen. Even if it do that, I'm still gonna come back to the video. Like, damn, she was right.
It's not that I'm right. It's just that basically God is searching out His own children. Some people are headstrong. You, Alan, all these people, y'all have. It's a reason why this is happening. It's the season. It's the time.
She listen. You can't call us headstrong because you can't get us to believe in your God.
You don't. I don't have to. Y'all can come anyway. I already know who's called by His name. My brother said the same thing, and now he already came to the truth. I already know.
Oh my God.
Aren't you starting to turn away from wickedness? You're already talking about how wicked these people are. It says, my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from the wicked ways. You're going to see evil and you're not going to want to walk towards it. The solution is the other direction. It's not walking to it, it's walking from it.
I don't even indulge in none of that shit.
And so there's only good and evil on earth. So there's only two sides to this thing. It's not the middle. You're going to choose good or you're going to choose evil.
My slogan is addicted to the truth, so I'm with the positive side.
And time will tell. That's it. Time will tell.
Oh, you.
We got time on our side. We got time on our side. But no, for real, like, we're going to see in April. It's a short time, too. This is what, 5 months from now?
Yeah.
And then I told you to start studying iPad Go, and you haven't even started studying yet. They're gonna take that off YouTube, and no one will be able to see it. And they put all the codes in there. They already tell you what's about to happen. And the main verse that they put in there is Psalms 23.
They took that iPad Go shit off.
No, they didn't. They just took it off of that channel that created it.
5.9 million views.
There's other channels that have it, but I'm telling you, they're gonna take it off of YouTube. Period.
I gotta watch this.
Yeah, you gotta watch it because it's coded. The Masons created it. It's all masonry. They're telling you what they're gonna do next.
If I play this, you think they give me a copyright strike? No, I'm finna end
I
this
don't know.
I'm finna end this shit. I'm finna end this shit.
The original people that actually had it on their page that created it, they deleted it off of there. Because you know why? They knew time was up. They deleted their own page. They created it. It was Halo, was it Halo Flant? They created it and they erased off their own page. So the other people who have it on their page is the only one that have it because they know it's time. They're telling you concentration camps are coming. They got the goat hanging out, the wooden thing. The Satan has a string on the puppets. The puppets is the one that's causing everything to happen. They're telling you everything that's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to really.
You gotta see, the only way to look at this is by looking at what's going on in the world. Once you start watching this and what's going on, the worldly events, and put it together, then it's gonna make sense in this video. You can't just look at it as a cartoon. Oh, it's just a video, duh. You gotta look like what's going on in the world, and then you see how the serpent is deceiving people with the television and snake connected. Like you gotta look at all that.
Yeah, I'm finna watch this shit. I don't want to play it on my YouTube though, cause I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna give me a copyright strike. I'm in the live.
I know. You actually have to do frame by frame, like freeze it.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the live. Watch real quick. I appreciate y'all, man. This is another episode of Expanding the Conscious Mindset. We had a guest up here, Beauty. You like anything you want to add to the live? Beauty?
No, just actually y'all have a wonderful night and stayed prayed up because things are about to change in a matter of months. And we don't know what really is what they're gonna bring to the table, but we know that a crash is coming, a lack of oil, where it's gonna be like the times of the 70s where people won't be able to get gas on certain days. Like a lot of that stuff is gonna change. So more food prices about to go up. More layoffs is gonna happen between now and January. So just get prepared. I'm not no naysayer, but this is what I read in economic papers and what I read from corporations. So just get prepared.
No, kids. We ain't worried about it. We on their ass. Yeah, man, we out of here, man. Another episode of Expanding the Conscious Mindset, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Until next time, peace.